Death Parade. What more do I really need to say? Because, well, it's one of those shows where you start thinking about life, death, possible meanings of everything involved, and then obviously personal accountability. Because that's what this show is all about, really. It's less about the actions that you chose to take during life, and more the context surrounding them, and how accountable you are for your own actions. You can be the evilest to ever walk the earth, but if you never act on it, then there's no problem. And actually, then that would automatically make you not the evilest because you've never acted on it. Difficult one, isn't it? That's what I like about Death Parade. It's not clear cut. There are many avenues of discussions and thoughts, and that's what I can kind of work out for myself anyway. So, if you're ready, let's get into another one. Oh, it's Decim waking up this time. And his arbiter eyes came in post hoc, didn't they? Because he has human emotions. Oh, this is when he first became an arbiter. I get it. Because, yeah, he came to understand that what he's been doing might not be completely just at the end of the last episode. I love how they did the when they're in that pose and light flashes from different angles. You see, they all look like they're having so much fun, and yet we know that's not entirely the case. We've still got a few more episodes, so we should be able to find out the story behind the memory wiped girl. Especially since things are, ramping up to go down that route. Or maybe we'll find out the reason behind Decim's kind of experiment. Well, this experiment on him. So they can't not judge someone. And they can't die. So what happens with them? Yep, give your reasoning. Good. At least she's listening to it. Of course, it's part of her. That's what I've been saying. Mm-hmm. Because that is, we were told that personalities and whatnot are just imprinted on mannequins and whatnot, so yeah, why would she be any different? Is he gonna have to? Is he gonna come up with a new form of judging them and using the girl as a test route? She doesn't really have the opportunity to turn it down, does she? Kind of has to. Without breaking the paradigm. Although Decim is having his own character growth arc, so who knows what's going to happen. So he's testing something now. Okay, this one doesn't seem to be an untimely death. And why only one? Is it because he has to judge her as well? One way or another. And it's good that she's bringing it up, because obviously she's going to learn something about herself from this, isn't she? Card game. So, I love jokes like that. For the time being. What, is it going to be moments from their life or something? Ah. They're somewhat specialised. Oh. So it's drawing it out through these means rather than forcing them through stress. So it's more just showing moments of their life and their history. Although this is kind of giving them a much easier way of knowing that they're dead, by knowing stuff about them that they shouldn't even know. It's very difficult to play this game without a full deck of cards. Now to see if you can match pairs from your own hand using the other people's. It's a very simple game to comprehend. Are we going to go through all of the guys that were, well, guys and girls that are in this show? And do they change when they receive them? Like, was that Ginty's emblem thingy before he took the card? If human souls aren't supposed to stay, why is she still there? Other than just not going. Life in of itself, on a purely like physical and reality based thing, has no meaning other than just, you know, reproducing and continuing on your line. But what we subscribe to life to give it meaning is different. And that is very, very, very subjective. I mean, it's a good way of bringing out memories of their past and getting them to reveal their inner character without making them. But whether or not it's going to succeed is different. Getting her to do work? Are they just going to inject all of her old memories straight back into her? Why is this? Something about that drawing. Well done. Did Deccan really learn anything about other? Well, things come to their natural conclusion where they work it out. Something to do with that card. But because she's an O. The way of playing with their memory has foiled them. Well, they're not meant to. Just being there, I'm guessing. Oh. Oh. Okay, yeah, I can... I understand her. Hmm. And he admires those that lived a full life. Do they ever clean out this kind of warehouse pile? Oh, of course. She's going to work on it non-stop now, isn't she? How easy is it to get objects from the real world? Is that going to jog your memory? Is Obasan going to help out with it? There is definitely some sort of meaning behind the story, but I'm not seeing. And they can't hear. It's kind of universal, isn't it? Oh, is this young? Although this was some years ago, so we're not really learning anything. Was it just because she remembered about her mother, or is there something that she saw that we didn't? Or the fact, that her mother loved her in that flashback. Game. Is that a representation of Dekim making a decision for her? Or is that just representing, it's coming to an end? Sure. I mean, it doesn't really change anything, does it? I mean, I can see where she's coming from, but then you can just have the game run forever. Well, you can never run forever anyway, but... He can't judge her if he just gives her all the information. Oculus. We're learning. We're learning. Okay, he can read memories with his beard. Does he know what just happened? That there is more to... Each meaning is derived from the person itself, so... Chiyuki. About human emotions? I mean, yeah, having it culminate to this would make sense, but it would take longer than a brief conversation to explain. Even as a human, I don't even understand human emotion. I don't even understand my own mind half the time. So how are you going to give a comprehensive overhaul to someone that doesn't, or isn't meant to have, that kind of knowledge or understanding? And now that we're seeing what's happened to Chiyuki, this ending is more impactful, isn't it? What's going on? Who's... I'm trying to work out what Ginty was doing just then. What it looked like was that he was using his water stuff, had some sort of evil plan, and then it was panning up to reveal someone. But then how was that relating to him doing his thing? And I swear I've seen that kind of outfit before, so what I'm guessing is he's made a representation of the boy band dude to get the girl to leave his bar. To be fair, interesting plan. And truthfully, I think we're all trying to understand ourselves and come to terms with life itself in our own right. Part of the human experience, isn't it? We all go through moments of wondering, what exactly am I doing here? What do I want to do? Is there an overall goal or purpose, or do I make it myself? My understanding is You make it yourself. What you hold true, what you hold dear to you, and the meaning you derive from those is the meaning. Some people are content with simple plans, simple lives. Some people want grand gestures, grand acts to dominate history. It's all down to, what you have yourself wanted for yourself. So I'm not here to dissuade anyone from how they want to live. To be fair, I don't think it's right to tell people how they should live anyway, as long as they aren't breaking any laws or harming someone else. For the most part. And very, very interesting, we're having Chiyuki come up with memories of her past. We're having Dekim try to break out from the mould, per se, and grow. We've got the Oculus learning of the plan, and I'm not quite sure what his involvement is going to be. And we've got Nona, who is kind of the whole mastermind behind Dekim, and is trying to expedite Chiyuki's judgment. Whether that's going to help or hinder, I don't know. We'll find out. But unfortunately, that's all that there is time for today. So if you want to know more, you better subscribe to the channel. Otherwise you might get lost in the ether and never find it again. And if you really want to be amazing, then liking and commenting and sharing the video as well really boosts my videos up in the YouTube algorithm, because it's a bit of a shit show right now, isn't it? And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy this much more than my actual job. And of course I want to help out those that want to follow through with their plans as well. So if you know of any other reactors or channels like this, then leave it down in the comments. I already know a few and they should know me, at least in part. Try and spread the word. We all help each other out every now and again. So get some rest. I'll see you in the next one.